The last episode of Game of Thrones left fans divided, shocked, and debating endlessly. Jon Snow, the stoic, honorable hero of the North, faced the most impossible choice of his life. The woman he loved, Daenerys Targaryen, the conqueror, the breaker of chains, the Dragon Queen, had just razed King's Landing. Thousands lay dead, and the Iron Throne, once a symbol of hope and unity, now stood in ruin. Jon Snow made a choice, one that not only defined his character but changed the course of Westeros forever. Today, we explore why Jon Snow's final decision reshaped the Seven Kingdoms, altered the future of its people, and left an indelible mark on history. Here's why Jon Snow's final decision changed Westeros forever. The weight of the decision. Jon Snow's final decision was not made lightly. Throughout the series, Jon is defined by his sense of duty, his moral compass, and his unwavering honor. He is a man who has seen death up close, who has fought the dead, and who has been burdened by secrets that could destroy kingdoms. Now, he faced a dilemma unlike any other. Option 1. Stand by Daenerys, the woman he loves, and legitimize her claim to the throne, accepting the destruction she had wrought in the name of a better world. Option 2. End Daenerys' reign before more blood is spilled, preventing her potential tyranny from spreading, even if it meant committing the ultimate betrayal. Jon's choice was more than political. It was moral, personal, and existential. He had to weigh love against duty, loyalty against justice, and his own heart against the fate of millions. The fall of Daenerys. To understand Jon's decision, we must understand Daenerys' trajectory. Daenerys Targaryen began as a liberator, freeing slaves and challenging injustice. Yet, power, loss, and obsession gradually transformed her. By the time she reached King's Landing, Daenerys had become a force capable of mass destruction. The destruction of King's Landing was a pivotal moment. It wasn't just the burning of a city, it was the annihilation of innocent lives. Women, children, and the elderly perished under dragonfire, showing that Daenerys' vision of a better world could come at a horrifying cost. Jon Snow, witnessing this firsthand, realized that love alone could not save Westeros from a ruler consumed by idealism unchecked by mercy. Jon's moral compass. Jon Snow's identity is deeply tied to his moral compass. Unlike many leaders in Westeros, he doesn't seek power for personal gain. He leads because he believes in what is right. From defending the wall against the Night King to fighting for the North's freedom, Jon consistently prioritizes duty over ambition. In his final moments with Daenerys, Jon faced the ultimate test of his values. He had to decide, would he allow love to blind him, or would he act for the greater good? Jon's choice reflects a core theme of Game of Thrones. Sometimes, doing the right thing comes at a personal cost. By killing Daenerys, Jon not only betrayed the woman he loved, he also betrayed his own desires for peace, companionship, and a shared vision of the world. Political ramifications. Jon Snow's decision did more than resolve a personal dilemma. It reshaped the political landscape of Westeros. The Iron Throne. With Daenerys gone, the throne itself became meaningless. Jon's action effectively ended the Targaryen claim to Westeros and prevented another cycle of conquest and destruction. The Great Council. Jon's decision prompted the surviving leaders of Westeros to convene a council to choose a new ruler. This council ultimately appointed Bran Stark, demonstrating that Jon's choice facilitated a move away from hereditary tyranny toward a more collaborative, if fragile, form of governance. The North. Jon's actions ensured northern independence. Sansa Stark was able to declare the North a separate kingdom, a bold political move that might not have been possible if Daenerys had lived and pursued her claim to unify Westeros under her rule. The Lannisters. The Reach. Dawn. Jon's intervention stabilized power struggles in the southern kingdoms. By removing the destabilizing force of Daenerys, Westeros's remaining houses could negotiate alliances and rebuild without fear of immediate destruction. In short, Jon's personal choice had far-reaching consequences that shaped the very structure of power in Westeros. The human element. Jon Snow's decision also carried profound human implications. Beyond politics and power, it reflected a deep understanding of human nature. Preventing tyranny, Jon recognized that Daenerys, though charismatic and idealistic, had crossed a moral line. By ending her reign, he prevented the emergence of a tyrant whose rule could have caused decades of suffering. Sacrifice. Jon sacrificed his happiness for the greater good. In Westeros, this is rare. Most rulers act out of ambition, vengeance, or greed. Jon acted out of conscience. The message to Westeros, Jon's actions sent a clear signal. No one is above morality, not even a dragon queen. It reinforced the idea that leadership carries responsibility, and that unchecked power, even when well-intentioned, is dangerous. Jon Snow became a moral compass for the realm, a reminder that even in a brutal, chaotic world, individual choices can matter profoundly. Jon Snow and legacy. Jon's legacy is inseparable from his final act. Unlike other heroes who die anonymously or fade into legend, Jon's choice is concrete, remembered, and debated by the people of Westeros. The North. Jon's return to the Night's Watch was symbolic. He rejected power, showing that leadership is not about personal glory, but about service. His legacy in the North would be that of a protector, a man willing to sacrifice comfort and ambition for justice. Bran's rule. By removing Daenerys, Jon indirectly enabled Bran Stark to ascend as a ruler focused on wisdom rather than conquest. Bran's election marked a pivotal shift from hereditary monarchy toward a meritocratic, council-based governance system. Cultural impact. Westeros remembered Jon as the man who acted when others faltered. Songs, stories, and oral histories would immortalize him as the hero who chose duty over desire, honor over passion. Jon Snow's final decision reshaped not just politics, but culture and values, setting a precedent for future generations about the meaning of leadership and morality. Alternate scenarios. To fully understand Jon's impact, we must imagine what might have happened if he had chosen differently. If Jon had joined Daenerys, Westeros could have faced decades of dragonback tyranny. Even if Jon had attempted to moderate her, history shows that absolute power corrupts absolutely. Jon's love might have blinded him to atrocities, leading to further devastation. If Jon had refused action entirely, a failure to act might have allowed Daenerys to consolidate power, making her conquest of the rest of Westeros inevitable. The North could have been subjugated, and countless lives lost in the pursuit of her vision. If Jon had executed Daenerys publicly, the political fallout could have been even more chaotic, sparking civil war. By acting privately, Jon minimized immediate conflict, allowing Westeros to transition to a council-based government more peacefully. The emotional weight. Jon Snow's final act carries immense emotional resonance. Throughout the series, Jon embodies honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. He has repeatedly faced impossible choices, leading men to die against the dead, killing his own kin when necessary, and confronting powerful leaders.